This is a user clip or member clip upload. cbomb19 has uploaded a early handle pass or up style backroll to blind clip. Looks like he's having some issues, and hopefully I can help you fix them. So let's go through the video and check out the things that I see. Number one, I think if you started with your arms out a little further, when you rode through the wake, you'd be able to advance more on the handle. So right here, your arms are bent, the handle's in a little bit. I would try to relax your arms all the way out with just a slight bit of bend. So if you start with the handle out, you'll be able to advance more up the wake, which will make it easier to get the handle. So let's check out yours, and then see how the handle doesn't really go in, and there's not really that much slack at this point. Now let's compare it to mine and look at the handle advance. So handle's out, pretty relaxed right here. So that way when I enter the wake and go up, look at the slack. So quite a bit more slack than in your attempt, and that's just from starting with the handle more out, which allows you to advance more up the wake. So that's the first thing I want to point out. Second thing is I want you to watch the handle flip. Yours is pretty slow, so focus on the handle right here. Now watch it flip over for the pass. It actually goes pretty slow. See that slow movement? Now watch mine. This is kind of a big deal with the backroll to blind. You have to flip the handle over really fast. So focus on the handle and see how fast that thing flipped over right there. Let's watch it one more time. It's a fast circle with the handle. Flip right there, and that puts it right into your hand early as possible, because your goal is to get the handle as soon as you leave the wake on this trick. So if you flip the handle, you'll be able to do that. Okay, number three. Now right here I want you to focus on the position. See how my position's fairly tall right here, not folded in half. A big part of this is getting the handle, so the handle will actually help me stand up. So watch as I continue the video. See how my position's still pretty tall, and now watch the handle tighten up and then stand me up. See how it stood me up right there? Position still tall. One thing that I focus on when I try to land this trick is I try to lift my chest up a little bit on the landing. If I fold in half, I know I'll kind of get hung up in the rotation. So now let's go back to your video. Now since you're going to miss the handle on a lot of these attempts, you're not going to get stood up. You'll stay folded in half, and that's why the landing position is off. So keep that in mind. And yeah, you can see right there, there's nothing to actually pull you around and stand you up. So let's watch another attempt and check out the position at the end. So same kind of issues, handle flips around, and then you have nothing to actually pull your position upward, and that's why a lot of times you kind of get hung up in the rope too. So let's check out another one. So right here you got the handle. Now at this point I think your rotation's just a little bit too slow, and that's why you're getting hung up in the rope. But at this point you should be trying to lift your chest up. Right here, as soon as you feel the handle in your other hand, just start lifting your chest, lifting your chin, and preparing for a tall landing. You definitely don't want to be bent over. And since you're bent over, it's actually putting the rope under. If you would have stood up and stood tall, it would have went over the heel side edge, and that's kind of why you're getting hung up. So this is a very tall flip, which kind of goes against your natural instinct. So right here, that big fold is causing the issue. Let's go back to mine and kind of watch throughout the rotation and see. Right here I'm very tall. A little bit of bend right there, but for the most part the position is straight through. It's not like straight and then folded in half. But then right here, see how I go tall again? And that's what stops me from getting hung up in the handle. Really tall on the landing right there. So it's a pretty tall flip, and tall flips actually spin more efficiently, like in gymnastics. When a gymnast does a backflip, they flip at the peak of their jump in a tall position because it's most efficient. So that's kind of how this side flip with a half twist works. If you're taller, you'll spin more efficiently and land taller. So I think that's what you need to focus on. So let me recap real quick. Let's look at your last attempt. I mean, right there when I switch back and forth, yeah, right here. Here's the big difference in position. Big fold in half on mine, pretty tall. So that's what you're going to have to focus on, flipping tall. So let's recap, go through the whole thing again, and just remind you on what you need to work on. So on your edge and setup, start with your arms more relaxed and out, and that'll allow you to advance more up the wake and give you more slack at the beginning. Then number 2 was flip the handle over faster. So right here the handle should flip faster to get to your other hand. And then at this point as well, as soon as you feel the handle or your hand touch the handle, stand tall and try to lift your chest and your chin so that this doesn't happen and you land tall. So those 3 things: handle out on the approach, advance more on the takeoff, flip the handle faster, and then as soon as you feel the handle, lift your chin, lift your chest, and rotate taller. And you should be fine. You're close on this. You just got a few minor tweaks and you'll be good to go. All right, hope this helps, and hit me back with any questions or further attempts that I can analyze and help you fix. All right, thanks.